How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a great day. Today's gonna be a little bit different than the typical videos. Instead of touching on a topic, I'm just gonna kind of open up my heart and share my own struggles right now, just to kind of show anyone watching that they're not alone in their struggles, and it's very normal to have doubt and to let the human element kick in. Because I'm exhausted, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm drained, and it's been a long time since I've pushed myself this hard, I would say, in every facet of my life. And as pro day keeps getting closer and closer, I keep putting my foot on the gas more and more because I want to be good enough. And in the back of my head still, it's always the question of, is it going to be good enough? All this effort and time I'm putting into training and preparing myself, is it going to pay off? Because I have no idea. And to challenge that, I just got to keep reminding myself that there is an end goal that I'm working towards, and I'm going to have to keep fighting these doubts. It'd be very difficult for any hard situation. It wouldn't even be that difficult if you didn't have this constant self-doubt in your head, because we're human, and no matter how many videos I make on it or how many tips that I give, I'm going to have this time in my life where I'm really going to question why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because it would be a lot easier to do something else with my life. It'd be a lot easier to just go get a typical job and just find an excuse to say, oh, I didn't make it because X, Y, and Z, and I tried very hard. But I gotta look in the mirror and go, well, I'm lying to myself if I did that. And it's tough. There's no special way around it where I would call it the grind, but there's only one way through it. There's two options, and it's to either just keep going and believe in myself, or quit and fail. And it sounds kind of morbid, but the advice that I give myself is that I'm going to die one day. And what am I going to do different? Because my name will be forgotten at some point, and everything that I have done will eventually fade away, and I will just become another person. But what can I do to be remembered one day longer? And what can I do to separate myself from the billions of people out there in this world? What can I do to make one more difference in someone's life? Or how can I impact one more person, or set myself apart? And it's not about pride or legacy or any of those motives. It's the internal drive of me going, I want my great-great-grandchildren to go. I remember Ethan. I remember my great-grandpa talking about him. I remember my grandpa and my father always talking about work ethic, or how he was different, how he pushed himself, and how he tried. Because at the end, that's what matters to me, is setting an example not only for others around me, but for my own family in the future. And it's far off from now, but that is what I got to keep reminding myself of when I'm at my limit. How can I keep pushing that bar, and how can I keep making myself better? Because I know 10, 20 years from now, there's going to be harder challenges with a lot more at stake. And this is a good test for me to go, well, what am I worth, or how have I improved? And on a positive side of all this is I am doing a lot better than I have in the past with the pressure, or the anxiety, or the stress, depression, whatever you want to call it. Doing a series like this and being more on top of where I am mentally is putting me in a position that I've never been in before. And I've never been this exhausted but so energetic about it, where I'm going to keep attacking it. And it might not be 100%, it might be 60 or 50 and 40 as the days keep coming down, because I just don't have it in me anymore. But I need to find a way to keep pushing that bar and finding a way to overcoming it. And find a way to overcome it, because I can be normal, I can be average, and I can give into the status quo. Or I can go to bed tonight going that I pushed it, and tomorrow I pushed it a little bit more, and keep pushing and pushing that 1% every day. And so yeah, I have a lot of self-doubt, I have a lot of questions, but worrying about that will not change my situation, and I am not going to quit. So if you're having a time period like that, Find your why, find that deep internal drive, and find what is going to push you more and more and more. And don't be okay with just giving in or letting the situation get the best of you. Because if you know the situation's getting the best and you let it, it's a horrible feeling. And I'm gonna keep finding a way to not let that happen. And that is my way of going about this, and I hope it can be your way too. So if you're having a hard time, keep going. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look in the mirror, I'm gonna smile, and I don't care how tired, how crappy I look. Because I can do my best right now and today. That's what I can do, and that's what I'm gonna wake up and decide to do every single day. Because I will not allow myself to slip from the standard that I have set. So keep your standard, keep the fight, and just hold what your motive is close to your heart, because that will get you through it. Hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.